Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's a dreary day here today. It's
Well, we've had
lightning.
some lightning and
Yes,
thunder, which this is Florida, right?
It is Florida, and in the summertime, which is the rainy season.
Yes.
That's what we get.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is the Papa's Kitchen.
Yes, it is, actually, if you didn't figure that out. Which, by the way, I got to have this on right today. I heard that last week.
I've been editing the video, and all of a sudden I realized, I don't know if you took it off and changed it halfway through or something.
I don't remember.
But all of a sudden when I'm looking, I noticed, he had his
well, it's on right
backwards.
this time, so
yes.
Hopefully this will help with the cooking.
Yeah.
To wear the apron correctly. Listen, I've got something great for you guys today, and it's simple. It's one of my favorite.
And it's easy.
And it's easy,
Yeah,
And we were talking about this the other day about, we had some chicken, doing a lot of chicken. We're doing a lot of meat lately. I mentioned, or somebody mentioned curried chicken salad. And you go, oh, I would love that. So I thought, okay, I'm going to make her some curried chicken salad. So this is what I'm going to do today. And I'm using, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to use. So do you want to get on the camera?
Okay.
Hey, I tell you what, do this. Get on the camera.
What?
And I want to show them my project for this week that I'm going to do in this fridge. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So my son and daughter-in-law and their family, along with some of their friends, were down using our place for a week. And not my daughter-in-law, she's sweet, she's lovely, she's gracious, she's full of vitality and life, and just
kind.
Kind, that's the word.
Kind.
But my son, man, he just, what the world? I went through your refrigerator, and there's things in there from 2021, and expiration date and all that. I go, oh, for good Lord. So anyhow, when I did get home, here, bring the camera over here, Sue. I'm going to show them. This is going to be my project of the week. This gets done before the end of the week, and today is only Tuesday, so I'm going to do. This is basically up here what he was talking about. As you can see, I've got umpteen jars of pickles. Condiments. And here's dill, oh my goodness, and homemade pesto, all sorts of stuff. I've got to go through that whole thing and all the way over into here, get out what has been there too long. Back in here, I'm going to dive in and figure that out. And even back down, and I've got some pork butt.
There's things in here that they left too.
Yeah, they did. And then he'll come back because I don't use them, and he'll go, oh my goodness.
No, look at our meat and cheese.
Yeah, and I've got to go through this. So I am going, and I'm going to, every once in a while, you just got to go through it and throw out. I mean, if you've got which we do, which is, I don't know why, but we have 4 jars, maybe 5 of different pickles. I've got Wickles, I've got gherkins, I've got, what was this other day? And they bought this too, so they shouldn't yell at me. These are
good
those,
though.
cornichones or whatever,
yeah,
those
but they're really good.
And they're good with little onions in them. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I haven't even opened that, so I'm going to go through that. In the meantime, let's go back and do a great chicken salad. In fact, I'm doing actually a curry chicken salad, not just a regular chicken salad. And all I've done here is I've taken some breast meat from the chicken, and I've got about in there 2 whole breasts or so, and I need a 3rd one for this recipe. Oh, do you? Okay. And I don't make small little chunks, nor do I shred. And I keep the skin on, and I make chunks that when you bite in, you're going to actually get a chunk of meat. Now I've still got over on my carcass over there, and you don't need to show it, Sue, but I've still got 1 more half breast of a chicken carcass, and then the carcasses are going in that red pot. In fact, the first one is already in there, and I've got my vegetables that I've been collecting, the tops of celeries and that kind of thing. That's going to go in there, and I'm going to make another good big old batch of
we're going to try something different. You're going to make bone broth.
No, I'm not making
chicken bone broth. Yeah, because we're going to cook it at least 12 hours.
Oh yeah, that's true.
When you do that, it gets all the good stuff out of the bone.
Yeah.
And it's much healthier for you.
Yes, and it is much richer tasting.
Yes.
I mean, boy, when you add it to recipes, it really makes a difference. Yes. All right, cleaned my board off here, and now I'm going to show you what we do. Don't have anything to do with an oven or a stovetop today. Nothing but a wonder. In fact, let me take this off. This mixer and me sort of have a love-hate relationship. I've had more accidents with it, so pray. But I need a cup and a half of mayonnaise, and I use Duke mayonnaise. And by the way, when I looked at different even chicken salads, curried chicken salads, you can go a dozen different ways. You honestly can. But I've never done this, and I saw this hack the other day, and I liked the idea. This is a cup right there. We're going to put that in the mixer. And I honestly did. I liked the idea of what we put in this to make it curry. Now, curry powder, definitely, you're going to use that. But what I saw as a hack, and let me do another half cup, Sue, was chutney. And you and I love regular mango chutney. It's
especially with curry.
Indian with curry. It's always good, and that's actually where we use it. You and I do, is with curry. There's another about half a cup, maybe a little bit more, but we'll make it work. And so we're going to add about 1/4 of a cup of chutney. Now they've got different brands, and I was trying to remember why I have in my fridge.
The film is not going to like all that pounding.
Oh no, I know. Sorry. Okay, I'll quit on that. Okay, with that, let me do this first. 1/3 of a cup of a dry white wine goes in with that 1.5 cups of mayo. Okay, and we'll put that in there like that. And this is going to make it not as creamy. By the way, you could use yogurt. I'm making a lot of noise, aren't I?
You are.
You could use yogurt. But I like the mayo, and this is the chutney. Now this brand
makes it not as creamy.
Well, with the wine, it's going to be a little looser than what you maybe are used to.
Oh, you mean not as thick?
It's not as thick, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is the chutney, and putting that in now. The chutney you're going to typically in my store at Publix, you're going to find this in the international section. And it's typically in the Indian or Asian section, and I've also found it in our store. We have the British section. It's got wafer biscuits and stuff like that, clotted cream, all that. So it depends on your store where you'll find it, but it's easy to find. I usually use Major Gray's chutney. This is Mrs. H.S. Ball's chutney. I don't understand, but I don't like it quite as much. And probably only because I'm used to Major Gray's. So that's probably more on me than anything else. But here it is. And so, I gotta get the lid.
Yeah, you could try it without the lid.
No, I've done it before. Not happening. And all we're going to do is mix this part up. Oh, you know what I forgot? Let's put some salt in there. Let's do this. We can do it right up here. And a little bit of pepper. Put some salt in there. Just like that. About a teaspoon of salt. And I'm also going to put some pepper down in there. So not only salt and pepper, but I want to put in 3 tablespoons of a good curry powder. And I do love this
Ooh,
part.
I smell it.
Don't you? I just love that smell. Now some people just won't. I get it. There's 2 and there's 3. Okay, great. Nothing is better than that smell.
That's the truth.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so there it is, okay? Now I'm putting it on. This thing locks, this thing. I turn it on.
Yes.
This is where I get into trouble, folks, is the buttons. And I am going to go with a mix here. Okay, there we go.
Now wait, is it off?
No, I got to turn it off. That's where I go wrong.
That's where you go.
Alrighty. Now, here's what.
It didn't mix all on the side because...
I'm going to push that down with
Yeah,
my little
okay.
spatula.
Just so I...
Yeah, and here's the other thing, Sue,
Yeah.
is I'm going to pour this on the chicken in that bowl.
Yeah.
And if I find that my ingredients here are too creamy, I've still got more chicken I can add to the bowl.
Why don't you just add enough cream?
Well, and I can do that too, so. Okay, so there it is. Oh, yeah.
Well,
And let's
look
just,
on the side, you'll see. It's still more.
Okay. Oh, that does taste good. I will admit to you. I will admit to you. All right. Now, having done all of that, what I'm going to do is I don't want to pour it on yet because I don't want everything to get all soggied up. I'm also going to prepare 2 large stalks, and I only have small ones here, so I'm going to probably do about 3 stalks of diced up celery. There we go. Take this knife. Let me wash this down a little bit. I know that I was doing cooked chicken, but I still, thank you. And I'm going to put these in. Now some people, I don't like celery. Then don't put it in. That's just as simple as you can possibly get. Don't worry about it. If you don't like celery, don't use it. I think it adds texture, and it's a nice addition to our, I might have to do another one. It's not a lot. And I usually go like this and split them so that they're not real big chunks. And then I do a cut just like that. Goes into making a great chicken salad. And let's just do one more. This is a nice piece right here.
It's always interesting to hear what people put in their salad.
I know it, I know it. And then I'm gonna put something else in here and people are gonna go, oh my goodness, what's he doing? In fact, I think I read one food critic once that said when you add cherries, dried cherries or grapes or whatever to chicken salad, the proportion should be 0 to the chicken salad. In other words, don't do it.
In other words,
but
don't.
I'm putting that in there. And then I'm also going to put in 1/4 cup. Here's my deal. I didn't have any dried cherries. I like that. Okay. I've used grapes before, the dark red grapes. I've seen people use green grapes. I'm putting in just about 1/4 cup. I don't want a lot, but I love that sweetness that this brings. And once it's done, I'm actually going to put in about 3/4 cup of salted cashews. I got these. They were on sale the other day at the store. They're broken up, but it's fine. You can use whole or chopped, doesn't matter what. And the only other thing that I'm going to put in is I'm going to also put in some diced down scallions, which this makes it for me. I just love green onions. Love them, love them, love them. And the white and the green part you want in here. Let me do this one too. The following, the end product kind of. Alrighty, and that's it for that. Now we're going to take our sauce and we're going to pour it over. And then we're going to mix everything. And like Susan said, we're going to make sure that we're happy. Oh, I love it. Oh, that is so good. That we've got a good ratio here. Oh, yes. In fact, I think I just did it right on almost.
I think so. Looks wonderful.
It is. And this, I'm telling you, on a sandwich, which I tend to like, but even on, I think I've got some Boston lettuce in there still from the other day, some Bibb lettuce, and we're going to put that and plate that on this on that, and we're going to plate it up, and it's going to be so good. Now, again, I put in about 3/4 cup of this. Not going to. Maybe I'll do about 1/2 cup. Let's say, and got that all over the place. There we go. there. And I love, again, I'm always after flavor, but I'm also always after texture. And I like the different texture. I've seen people put in almonds, and those will work just as well. I've seen people put in pecans, and that will work as well. And that, folks, is our chicken salad. Oh, does that ever look good?
Oh, I love chicken salad.
I know it. And curry chicken salad is the best. So grab a spoon, Sue, and let's test it here for yourself. Here, I'll get you one. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Try it out.
This is my
And
favorite.
tell me if you can't tell how that that mango chutney makes a difference. Don't you taste that? Isn't it good?
It's really
That is something to take to a picnic. That's something to take to your mama's house.
It's something to cook for company.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, if you have just in the summertime people over for lunch, luncheon you're doing, or sandwiches or whatever.
You could actually put in some more curry.
Yeah, you could if you wanted
You
to.
really
Definitely
like to have
sprinkle
the
it and then
curry
mix it
flavor
around.
then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Isn't that good?
That's great.
So there you have it. It's not a big deal today. It's an easy deal, but oh, it's so good. And in fact, I'll tell you what. Stop the tape. I'm going to plate this up and show you how to present it in a
He's
nice
always
way.
got to present. You're the presenter.
I like to present. It's all in it's the flavor, it's the texture, and it's the eye.